Hello, Homestead. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for a moment of silence.
Hello, Homestead. I'm Nathan Vasquez.
And I'm Brooke-Ann Hensley.
And on today's edition of HHS In-Depth, Principal Mr. Gindner stops by the studio to get us caught up on the details regarding the first e-learning Flex Day that takes place on Tuesday, September 15th.
Reporter Becca Malott brings us a feature on the robotics team, and reporter Joey Quayle checks the newly formed IGE Club.
And Austin Render is back with another edition of the Sports Corner, which profiles the girls' volleyball team.
All of that and more on HHS In-Depth for Friday, September 4th.
This is a story of 5th period. We're HHS In-Depth. There's me, I'm Mr. Schenkel. There's Mr. Dunn, our wonderful station manager. And then there's our students. You got Joseph, Jack, Jarrett, Jane, Jostin, Jacy, Jamuel, Jamantha, Jaleese, Jali, Jadison, Dristofer, Jebecca, Jahar, Jiley, Jathaniel, Drookan, and Jicholas. That's a grand total of 19. We do things a little different than most classes, and it isn't always easy, but somehow we make it all work. We are HHS In-Depth.
Principal Mr. Gindner begins our show today by talking about the first Flex Day coming to Homestead on September 15th. Please pay attention to learn how that day will work.
Good day, Spartans. I'd like to give you some details so we can plan for our first Flex Day, which is next week on Tuesday, September 15th. Your schoolwork for the day will be posted on Canvas before 7:10 on the Flex Day. Before we get to our Flex Day, all of your teachers will be spending part of a period with you, prepping you on how things will look and how you will turn in coursework before we get to that actual day. You'll be obligated to have your Flex Day schoolwork completed as your individual teachers expect Wednesday, the 16th. But you're not obligated to get up at any specific time and to begin work on a Flex Day. You can complete your coursework in any order you desire, meaning you are able to work on the subjects you wish to work on in the order you want to work on them. But all the work will either be due the next day, it may be turned in electronically on the Flex Day, or you'll be expected to be able to participate in class on the day following our Flex Day as if it were a regular school day. Failure to complete your work in the assigned style and manner your teachers ask will result in those students not doing their work to have to come to school rather than stay home on our Flex Day in October. Your Flex Day assignments should look very much like a regular day of school. Some of you will take online quizzes, be asked to read and respond to writing prompts. Some of the work you will do likely will have you watching videos or reading online sources or resources. But all the work will be a meaningful continuation of the work already in progress in class. We do expect some students to have to come to HHS on Tuesday, September 15th. That's the Flex Day, either because your parents want you here, or you need internet access, or maybe for other reasons. Buses will run and lunch will be served as if it were a normal school day. Students coming to HHS on Flex Days will enter the building as normal. You'll be asked to sign in and move immediately to the IMC, cafeteria, the Directed Learning Lab, or seminar room where students will begin working. You will be supervised throughout the day. Lunch will be served, but please understand that students who come to school on a Flex Day will be required to stay until 2:35. If you are one of the students who will be in attendance on a Flex Day, please bring reading material, a book, magazines, and other materials you may need to use in the afternoon if you complete your schoolwork early. Please know and understand this: students who do not do their Flex Day assignments will be required to attend school on our next Flex Day in October, thus losing the privilege of working from home. Teachers will be supplying the administrative team with the names of students who don't complete their homework. A few more tidbits of Flex Day information. Anthus students, Flex Days here at Homestead do not excuse you from going to Anthus for class. Anthus classes will occur as always, and your attendance is expected and will not be excused because we have a Flex Day. The Anthus bus will leave Homestead as always, and you are free to drive to Anthus if your parents allow that. All students should know that your teachers will be available from noon to 2:40 p.m. It's probably not in your best interest to wait until late in the day to begin working, as your teachers may not be available to answer questions. Remember, each of our teachers will be providing a tutorial of sorts to get you ready before our Flex Day. Your teachers will be taking part of one period before September 15th to help you navigate Canvas, know how to find assignments, practice turning in work online, providing directions, and letting you know what their expectations are. Thank you for your attention, and have a great day.
Attention students, for future information, please note the Math Resource Room will be open after school from 2:40 to 3:20 every Wednesday and Thursday.
Attention 9th grade students, applications to run for Homestead Student Government are now available in the 9th grade Academy office. The deadline for submitting those applications is Friday, September 11th.
Attention seniors, in order to be included in the 2015-16 Homestead Yearbook, you must have your picture taken at Prestige Portraits. There is no charge for this session. Please check your email for details and dates.
The robotics team is off and running this school year, putting in all the work prior to building the robot. HHS in-depth reporter Becca Malat caught up with the few members of the robotics team to check on how the year is going.
The robotics team at Homestead does everything from designing and programming the robot to engaging in competitions. This year, the robotics team is officially registered in the April competition, which is called For Inspiration and Recognition of Science and Technology. This is also known as FIRST.
During robotics, our goal is to complete a game which is announced every year. So we have to build a new robot, we have to design it, prototype it, and build the robot. And to do this, we have to raise funding for it, talk to companies, get the money to buy the parts to build the robot.
Unlike most clubs, robotics can benefit its participants and help them get a head start on their futures.
Robotics gives students an opportunity not only to learn technical skills and soft skills like leadership skills and working in teams, but they can also make connections within the community with companies we work with, and they can get scholarships through FIRST.
Students usually think that robotics is only building a robot, but there are many other aspects to the team.
In robotics, we need people who don't just build robots or program the robots or do the electrical work on the robots. We need people who are able to go into businesses to raise money for our team because we don't require any money from the students to join the team.
Activities that most people don't know about. They think that the club is just about a robot. They don't realize that there's marketing, there's publicity. We're looking for people that are involved in making DVDs, taking pictures. There's management, looking at process management and keeping the timelines, spirit, cheering on the team, researching, looking at other teams, finding what their weaknesses and strengths are. So there's a whole lot of activities that everyone hears robotics club and they think, well, I'm not really interested in building a robot, or I don't know how to build a robot, so it's not for me, and nothing can be farther from the truth.
Robotics meetings are very unique. Depending on the season, its activities are very different.
Since robotics meetings are student-led, what happens at every meeting really depends on what the students want to do. When build season starts in January, we are building the robot pretty much every meeting. But until then, we have to decide our team image. So we have to do like graphic design stuff, marketing stuff, and we have to reach out to sponsors, and we do a lot of fun things in the preseason.
Robotics meets in room 430 every Thursday after school until the beginning of January. The build season will begin and the schedule will then become more demanding. I'm Becca Malat reporting for HHS In Depth.
Picture retakes will occur next week on Thursday, September 10th. Students who do not have a valid 2015-2016 school ID will need to get their photo taken that day. Passes will be sent to you with further information. Students who are not happy with their registration pictures may also get retakes that day, but only before or after school or during a study hall. Order forms are available in the 9th grade Academy office, the main office, and the front office near door number 1.
Go out and be a couch potato and change a kid's life at the same time at tonight's home football game. Raffle tickets will be sold today during lunch and tonight before the game for the chance to win a spot on the couch of the football field. Raffle tickets are $1 each or 6 for $5.
There will be an Eco Club meeting next Wednesday in Mrs. Merkling's room 206. Take a friend and learn about how you can help make Homestead more green.
And now, here is HHS In-Depth reporter Joey Quayle with a story about one of Homestead's newest clubs, the Initiative for Gender Equality, IGE.
This year at Homestead, a bold group of sophomores founded the Initiative for Gender Equality, a club focused on a wide variety of social issues regarding sexism.
The IGE is the Initiative for Gender Equality, and we are a club that is dedicated to destroying sexism and gender roles. So we'll be working with fundraising for causes like helping victims of human trafficking, domestic abuse, those kinds of things. So we'll be working on like a global level as well as like a community level and like an educational level, so people are aware of how sexism affects us.
We want to do things that kind of spread awareness around our schools, so we might make posters. And we also want to do things like specifically designed to help people, whether it's in our community or across the world.
As well as having local and international motives, IGE plans to promote awareness and get involved in charity work.
Our first meeting was really successful. We had about 27 people. We think we have a really promising outlook for the rest of the year. Our overall goal is sort of just to educate the school about what feminism truly means, and also maybe to volunteer make a difference in the world by, let's say, donating things and shipping them over to other countries, or we can make posters up around the school. And so our general goal is to somehow reduce the level of sexism in some way or another.
IGE invites you to attend their next meeting Tuesday, September 8th from 2:45 to 3:20 in room 934. For HHS In Depth, I'm Joey Quell.
Attention seniors, the Indiana University Wells Scholarship application information is now available in Student Services. It is an extremely prestigious award, and please note that the deadline for this application is due next Tuesday, September 8th.
Students interested in running for president, vice president, or secretary of Spanish Club should let Senor Pieper or Senora Hoon know by the end of the day today. Also, any student who missed the first meeting last week can pick up a club permission form from Senor Pieper or Senora Hoon anytime.
Juniors and seniors, an admissions rep from Trine University will be at Homestead on September 9th to meet with interested students. If you would like to attend this meeting, please sign up in Student Services at least one day prior to the visit.
A lot of you have on your superhero outfits today, as we have officially kicked off Homecoming Week 2015. Here's reporter Casey Stanley with a quick rundown of what to expect all day and night for homecoming festivities next Friday.
Today was the start of Homecoming Week and Superhero Day. Just to recap, Tuesday is Twin Day, Wednesday is Tourist Day, Thursday is Disney Day, and Friday is America Day, which is also the day of our pep session and homecoming itself. To get into homecoming, you need to buy a t-shirt in the cafeteria for $10. This shirt gets you popcorn, a drink, and admission into the after-game movie, which is The Avengers. An Auntie Anne's food truck will be there with food available to those who bring money. After the whiteout game against Carroll, students should proceed to the practice fields for the movie. Because students will be sitting on the practice field, students should bring pillows and blankets to sit on, no chairs. Come out to support your team and have a good time. For HHS In Depth, I'm Casey Stanley.
Euchre Club meets again next Tuesday, September 8th. Go and join the fun. They meet in room 212 and everyone is welcome, even if you don't know how to play.
Are you interested in learning more about the history of modern music? Do you want to talk about your favorite bands? Then go join Audio Aficionados. They'll be meeting on Tuesday because of Labor Day at 2:45 in room 600B. Next week, they'll be listening to an album from the band Slowdive.
There will be a photo booth outside the cafeteria starting today. Feel free to stop by during lunch if you and your friends want to be in the yearbook or just want a photo in your spirit wear. All photos will be posted to the Spartana website.
And now, it's time for another episode of the Sports Corner with your host, Austin Render, as the girls' volleyball team is profiled this week, as well as details regarding tonight's home football game.
Last weekend, the Spartan football team was back in action when they took on Northside. After going down 7-3 early in the first, junior QB Drew Kazai ran it in on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line to give the Spartans the lead, which they would never relinquish. Kazai connected on touchdowns with senior Ben Skronik 3 times and senior Austin Kreider twice. Kazai finished the game with 360 total yards and 6 total touchdowns. Kreider finished with 169 receiving yards, while Skronik ended with 115. Senior Landon Durnell also had a big game with 108 rushing yards, including a 19-yard touchdown run. Defensively, junior Hunter Terrell impressed in his season opener, ending with 13 total tackles and a sack of Northside quarterback Ariane Nieves. Senior Gowan Wells had the lone interception for the Spartans in the second quarter that led to a quick Homestead score. The Spartans came out victorious 51-28 and moved to 2-0 on the year and will take on Bishop Dwenger tonight. The Homestead volleyball team is in the middle of their season, and for this week's Sports Corner feature, I had a chance to visit one of their practices and talk to the team about how things are going. A season after winning their second straight sectional championship, the Lady Spartans return to the court with a much younger look this season.
Well, my first impressions are we're getting better every day. We've got the 1% rule here. If everybody improves 1%, then we improve 12%. We're young, we're a little inexperienced, and I think we're ahead of where I thought we would be at this point.
I'd say things are going pretty well. I mean, we've got a few wins under our belts and a few losses. There's always room for improvement, but overall I think we're doing pretty well.
And although it is a predominantly young team, the Spartans still have a good group of senior leaders to help guide their younger teammates.
I'm just trying to lead everyone, especially the younger ones, so that they know how to become a leader when they are seniors. Just making sure everyone knows what is going on during the games and in practices.
This team has great personality. They get along and they challenge each other. So it's just been kind of fun because we have a very big mixture of personalities.
And as every coach and player knows, there are always things to improve upon to go as far as they can in the postseason.
We have to run a faster offense to win the sectional this year, and then we have to minimize our mistakes. I really don't write out a lot of goals other than improvement every time. We have some dates on the calendar that we want to win, but we just want to make sure every day we're getting better.
Personally, I just want to be the best I can at passing and helping the teammates in the back and in the front row during the games. And our team goal is obviously to go as far as we can, which if that means state, then we'd love to go to state.
The Lady Spartan seniors had one final message to send to the Spartan faithful before their next home game against Columbia City.
Come to our game versus Columbia City, 6:30 on Tuesday. It's a blackout. See you there.
Before we go, here on the Sports Corner, our student section leader, Sam and Parker, have some things to say about the first home game tonight versus Dwenger.
Man, there's not very much crime to fight these days.
No. Oh, I gotta take this. Hey, evil guy, what's up? Wow, that's super evil. We gotta go. Hold on, can't you fly?
I left my cape at the dry cleaning.
It's me, evil guy, and I trapped cute girl behind me.
Save me.
But if they try to save her, they'll miss the football game.
Ah, shoot. What time's the game at?
It's at 7, man.
Oh, who are we playing?
Dwenger.
Is there like a theme or something?
Superhero, dude.
Oh, we don't have to change. Sweet. So you guys want to go to the game with us instead of this evil business?
We don't have anything to wear.
That's fine. Just wear blue.
Sounds good. Go Spartans!
So a reminder, tonight is superhero night at the home football game, and it's also senior night, so get out there early to cheer on your seniors. That's it for this week's Sports Corner. I'm Austin Render.
Well, that wraps up this edition of HHS In Depth. I'm Nathan Vasquez.
And I'm Brooke Ann Hensley. Thank you for watching today.
Here's this week's Picture of the Week. To submit your photo for the Picture of the Week, just email a high-resolution photo with your name and grade level to hhsindepth@gmail.com.
Today we leave you with a song exclusive to Homestead's radio station, the Point 91 FM.
Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.